What it do, Bella Boos? Welcome back to my channel, you guys. If this is your first time here, my name is Katera, and you have just entered into the better side of YouTube. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. You're gonna want to stay right here, honey. I am so excited. Thank you so much for watching. Let's hop right into this video. Y'all, I am back with another video. This is about to be a quick makeup, maybe not quick, but hopefully quick for y'all. Makeup, a routine. Today is the day before my birthday. Today is July. What's today? Bruh. Today is July 29th. And my birthday is tomorrow, July 30th. So I'm very excited. And yeah, so I'm about to do my makeup. We are going somewhere today, so I have to do my makeup with you guys. Of course, I want to show you guys the makeup that I'm doing. Please excuse, okay, because this is hormonal, because it is under my skin and it hurts very badly. Every time I put on moisturizer or anything, it hurts so stinking bad. So excuse this pimple because it's here and it won't go away. Let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna first do the brows. I'm thinking about putting on more sunscreen because my husband said we're gonna be gone majority of the day, and I'm just like, okay, let me put on some more sunscreen. Y'all all know I don't like this sunscreen, but I'm trying to use it because, girl, it's a whole tube. Like, I'm not finna just waste it. This to be for darker skin. I'm not sure why is this white cast so bad. And it says minimal. Like, it's like, that's not minimal. Like, that's more than minimal. Why my husband just texted me and told me to dress formal? Dress formal all day? Nah, I don't know what I want to wear. And if I don't know what I want to wear, how am I going to do my makeup? Girl, I had to go in my closet and figure out, do I have anything that's formal? Like, I don't wear formal a lot. The only time I wear formal is when I go maybe to like a gala or something like that. And I have to buy stuff to go to a gala. Like, I don't just have something in my closet, like, you know. So I'm just going to wear what I planned on wearing, and that's just gonna have to make it do what it do, honey, because you can't be telling me the day of to wear formal. But anyway, you guys, let's go ahead and start these brows. I am using the One Size powder and translucent to dry out my brows, just to mattify them so that when I do my eyebrows, they are completely dry from all my skincare. All right, so the colors that I'm wearing is I'm wearing like a kind of like a maxi dress. It is, hopefully I'm wearing this maxi dress because it also depends on. Anyways, so the colors that I am attempting to wear is it's a maxi dress. It's kind of like stripe. It is yellow, blue, teal, and red. So I'm gonna do a red lip, of course. And I think I'm gonna go very, not cool, but warm tone on the eyes. Probably a typical, you know what I'm trying to say. Probably a typical, like a warm, something warmy-ish. Okay, so for brows, I am going in with this Nikkei Beauty New York eyebrow pencil in the shade black brown. I get these from Amazon and I love using these because yeah, I think like for a three pack I get for like $6 I think. I'll make sure I have everything linked down below for you guys. Okay, as you can tell, I went ahead and created a unibrow just so that I can make sure everything is straight. And since I'm going to have this makeup on all day, I'm also going to go on with a little bit of brow gel just to set my brows, because currently right now it's like 1 o'clock and he said we're not coming back home until later on tonight. And I'm like, oh, well, let me just make sure that I'm setting these brows and keeping them a little bit long lasting. So that's why I'm going in with a little bit darker brow. I'm making them more bold so that throughout the day they will last, because for some reason, for me, even though I have on makeup, I have a tendency of scratching my brow or like touching my eyebrows and rubbing them sometimes. So if I have on enough product, then if I do those things throughout the day, then you know, it won't matter. So now I'm about to go in and I'm about to clean up my brow. My favorite brow brush, I use this brow brush right here. It's like kind of rounded tip, and I like using it. I'm gonna go in with a full coverage concealer today because again, I'm gonna have on these brows all day. So I'm gonna use this Born This Way concealer in the shade Chai. And I'm gonna go ahead and just pop a lot of this on the back of my hand, maybe a little bit more than that actually. This shade is close to my undertone, so I like using this shade to clean up the bottom, and then I'm going to clean up the top with the foundation shade. All right, so that is the bottom. I'm gonna, of course, bring this down to my eyes to use this as a eye base. But now I'm gonna go ahead and clean off my brush with this piece of paper towel. And then I'm gonna go in with my foundation shade. I like to clean up the top of my brows with this Revlon. I like to clean up top of my brows with this Revlon foundation. This is in the shade Sandalwood, I believe, 509. So I'm about to go ahead and just, I really don't need too much of this because it's just for the top. And this is not the foundation that I'm wearing, but this is the foundation I like to use to clean up my brows. So I'm about to go ahead and do the top. And you can tell the difference between the two shades, that this is my foundation and then this is that concealer. Pro tip, you already know I like to give my pro tips on my makeup videos. Pro tip is when you're doing your top, always bring the foundation up, because you don't want to just leave it in this little short window, because then when it's time, especially if you're not using the same foundation, then it's going to make it look like a line. You're going to see this line of demarcation under this, because this is going to oxidize first, especially if you do your foundation after you do your eyes. So now it is time to blend the top, and I'm gonna blend the top with this brush. It's kind of, well, it's dirty right now because I used it yesterday, but it's like a it's kind of like angled like this. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna start working that edge into my forehead, just so that when it's time to blend, when it's time to add the foundation, then everything is seamless. Now I'm about to take that concealer and add it to my lid as a eyeshadow base. And look at that, full coverage. This is why, girl, when I'm going somewhere and I need my makeup to last all day, honey, full coverage only, okay? I don't need nothing seeping through. I need everything to last. Okay, everything is blended out perfectly. Sorry, a lot of noise. Everything is blended out perfectly. So some people like to set, some people don't like to set. I like to set majority of the time, because for me, I like for everything to be smoothed up here. And so I'm setting again with that one size translucent, and I'm using that same exact powder puff. Also, I like to set my brows as well, because when I set my brows, I like to make sure, well, I set my brows because I like to make sure that my brows last all day. So we're about to set them brows with the same exact stuff. And it may seem like a lot, but it's gonna dry down. All right, let's move on to eyeshadow. Okay, so for eyeshadow, we're going in with the 35U Desert palette. This was my very first Morphe palette, and I love it so much. It gets a lot of use, honey. You see that. You see it. It gets a lot of use, and this is why I love it. Like, look at those shades. You can't tell me these shades are not good. I love it very much. So we're gonna go in with some of these shades. I'm deciding right now what I want to do, because that formal girl is still throwing me off. I'm just like, formal? Honey, we never wear formal unless we're going to a gala or something. Like, ugh. I may just do one shade too. What you think? Let's see. Maybe we can go in with In the Deep all over the lid. I want to see how this is going to show up. This is how it looks. It's right there. You can't really see it, so I think I want to use this all over the lid. Let's see how this looks. I don't think I said this already, but this is gonna be everything full coverage, and not full coverage, full beat. So full beat takes time. Full beat is a lot of products. So if you're not used to a lot of products, this may seem like a lot to you once I get to my base. But you know, just you do what you want to do. If you're following along with me, if you have all these products that I have and you're doing your makeup with me, then just use less products if you want to. Do your face how you want to do your face. For me, I'm going to have this on for probably more than about 10 hours, depending on my husband. Girl, we be going all day. So I need to make sure this lasts. I don't want to be looking patchy and blotchy when it's time to go outside. I'm gonna be using a lot of products, okay? So just disclaimer, I'm gonna be using a lot of products. All right, perfect. That is the eyeshadow. Very simple, very one eyeshadow. If you didn't know, you can wear one eyeshadow. You don't have to wear a lot of eyeshadows. You can just wear just one. Well, not 11, but one. I'm about to do my eyeliner, you guys. So now I'm gonna use Essence. This is the 24 Ever in Black in the ink liner, in the intense black liner. And I went ahead and shaked it up. I'm gonna probably do a thin liner because my lashes are not that bold today. So I'm gonna do something pretty thin. So lining is not my forte, but we get it done, okay? This side is more thick than girl. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with some primer. Of course, we're trying to make this last all day, so girl, I'm gonna do a lot. So this is the soft matte primer from what's her name, Fenty. And then since we're doing full coverage, I should probably do matte. Yeah, let's do matte. MAC is my favorite foundation when I'm trying to have something last all day. Like MAC, honey, MAC will never get old. All right, that is the foundation. This is going to continue to oxidize. So right now it looks very, very dark, but I mean, right now it looks kind of light, but it's going to continue to oxidize. So I'm going to go in with two contours. I'm going to go in with the Black Opal Stick Foundation in the shade Ebony Brown. But I'm also going to take my LYX contour stick. This is No Limit Strength. And this one is not as deep as Ebony Brown, which is why I go in with this one first. And then if I need more depth, then I'm going to go in with Ebony Brown. And I'm just taking the butt of my sponge and just going around and just blending out any harsh lines. Trying to make sure that I avoid my brow tips. All right, and now we're gonna go back in with Chai and we're gonna put a little bit. And concealer, if you didn't know, you use it in the places you want to highlight or that will be highlighted, which is typically the under eyes, this part of your nose, the bridge of your nose, your chin, and then a little bit on the forehead. Not too much on the forehead, okay? My forehead is not that big, but still not too much on the forehead. I'm gonna let these dry first, so I'm going to go in with my nose. Now I'm gonna take Maple. This is the same concealer, but just in the shade Maple. And Maple is just a smidge bit lighter, not a lot lighter. Again, this may seem like a lot of products, but again, this is full coverage, full bead. I'm wearing this all day type look, okay? So now I'm gonna take my sponge. I learned this from Minna. I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm going to turn it this way. When I go on this side, I'm gonna turn it this way, okay? And what I'm doing right now is blending those harsh lines from my concealer to my contour together. So right now, my concealer is on this side and my contour is on this side. So what I wanna do is, if I go like this, my contour that's on this side is gonna be on this side of my face. So I wanna turn it. So now my contour is on the same side as it is on this side of my face. And as you can tell, those harsh lines are blended together. And for the top, I'm gonna do the butt of the sponge, but this is drying and I don't want it to dry too bad. I'm about to go ahead and just blend that out. All right, so that has officially blended out. Now I'm gonna take my actual concealer, what is this? Sponge, and go up under my eye. And what that did is just meld everything together. Not forgetting about the forehead. We don't want that harsh line up there. So I'm just blending that out. Blending takes time, and all of this is just a lot of blending. A lot of patience, a lot of precision. That's really all it is. I'm gonna go in with my favorite setting powder right now from the drugstore, which is my Black Opal setting powder. And I'm just taking that much and I'm going right up under the eye, keeping my eyes stretched. I'm setting everywhere that I highlighted. And as you can tell, I did not reverse contour. I don't like to do that, honestly, if I'm being quite honest. Now girl, you see that setting powder? Looking good. So now I'm gonna bake with the Huda Beauty setting powder. This is in the shade Peach Pie, actually. And I got the travel size. I done had this for a long time. Okay, so I'm just baking a little bit, and then that was the Peach Pie setting powder from Huda Beauty. So now I'm taking the Huda Beauty in the shade Cinnamon Bun, which is very, very basically my skin tone, and I'm setting the rest of my face. I'm not baking the rest of my face because it's not needed, but I am setting the rest of my face with this setting powder. Every time I'm doing a full beat, my nose and my eyes always start to water. All you're doing is, it's like a massage. Like, you're just doing a lot of patting and a lot of this and a lot of that, and your nose start to drain, and girl, it's a lot going on over here. It's a lot going on. All right, so everything is set. As you can tell, it looks very flawless. Very, very good. I love it a lot. Now I'm gonna go in with the One Size bronzer. This is, I guess, Deep Trio. Yep, Deep Trio. And I'm gonna take a wide angle brush, this right here, and I'm gonna go around the sides. I'm gonna take this middle shade, so I'm gonna pat, 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 pat. Now I'm gonna take the top shade, and that's what I'm gonna set my nose contour with. Now I'm gonna dust off my bake with a pressed powder, and I'm gonna use the MAC pressed powder, which is their foundation powder in the shade NW43. That's looking very, very good. I'm about to do a quick set. So I'm gonna use my Dermablend setting spray, which is the Lock and Last. Girl, we looking good. We looking good. I'm about to take this brush, it's kind of angled. I'm using my One Size foundation powder in the shade Dark 5 NR, which is neutral red. And I'm getting some on the brush, but I'm patting some off, and I'm going right here in this forehead. I know you see that ring. We want that ring to mainly dissolve. But again, the reason why we highlight that area is because it's going to be highlighted anyways, right, in the sun. But you see what that did? It kind of took that line of demarcation away, which is what we want. We want to just see it blended well together. We don't want it to be like harsh, right? I'm doing the same thing right here. I'm just blending those two together, and I'm doing the same thing under here. I'm going to take Juvia's Place in volume 1. I'm taking this dark with like orange shade. It's very pigmented, but again, we're gonna have this on all day, okay? And I'm gonna take it right on the apples of my cheeks, girl. Girl, look at these lashes. Ooh, they're making this whole look come together. It looks so good. I'm gonna go in with the Milani's lip liner in the shade Rich Cocoa. This is a warm brown. I'm gonna deepen this shade up with Cocoa Latte from Juvia's Place. This is more honey, and these are the slim Maybelline sticks. That looks good. Now I'm gonna take Juvia's Place and Cocoa Butter. I usually wait to do my lips until I actually know what I'm wearing. So let me go figure out what I'm wearing, and I'm gonna be right back. All right, you guys, I am back. I found the outfit that I wanted to wear. He changed it to casual. So I got on this maxi dress with the stripes I was telling you guys about. And yeah, I feel so cute. I'm gonna put on some tan heels whenever it's time to go to wherever we going. But yes, you guys, this is the look. I may bring you guys with me for a vlog, so check out that video if that does happen. It may or may not happen. I don't know, you guys, but just check out that video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. This is the end of the video. If you got this far, you already know what to do. Comment a blue heart. Let me know that you got to the end of the video, and I am so excited because I look so good. I'm gonna have a good birthday in Jesus' name. I thank you, Lord, for another day. You allowed me to see a whole nother year, and I'm so grateful. I'm about to spray my face with a one side setting spray, and then after that, girl, we is done. All right, now once you put that on, girl, everything is set. Like, ain't moving. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.